What's up guys, Titan 1500 here, and we're back for episode 2 of building a blow-through. In this video, we're gonna talk about all the parts you need to build your blow-through. Stick around. So let's get into it guys. So first thing for the blow-through carb is definitely gotta be the power valve. This one here, we make this is the simple stage power valve. So this comes with everything you need to install this. So this is the unit right here. So you can tell it's like a spring ball, the spring and then a ball, and we come with a gaskets. Everything's E85 safe. You can adjust your time when it comes in and what kind of pressure through here. And it also comes with a tube that you can affix into the end if you're going to use it in the back of the carb. And of course, you have to plug a passage, which we'll show you later, and drill and tap with the right size set screw. But everything you need. But this is critical. This is what makes the blow through. The Hanger 18 stuff, there's nothing wrong with that, but they didn't have these then. This is the key to everything. It makes it so much better, and the drivability goes up through the roof and getting more fuel in the carb. So number one, I would say it's got to be the power valve. The next most important thing is going to be your jet kit and your air bleeds. So I've had this standard Holley jet kit. Actually, it's not mine, it's a buddy's. It just kind of floats around between our garages. You know, it's kind of got all the main jets. If you're on E85, you might be going bigger than 99. You might be drilling them out a little bit, but no big deal. It's just kind of nice to have one of these. But for the jets, you'll get a good idea what you need in a range. So you don't need to have the whole kit, but a lot of times it's cheaper just to get the whole kit. The next one though, these are the air bleeds. Again, the air bleeds are right here on the carburetor. So these are very critical in how efficient or how much fuel you will pull through your main jets. And you can go get you can buy these drilled already, but generally they're not going to come small enough. And it's easier to get a bulk pack, and they're blanks. They're not going to be drilled. Probably can't see that, but it's not drilled. And you'll see here's some other ones that are drilled, but I get a whole bunch of these. You're going to start with what you have already in there, or set it up to, you know, if you're, you know, in this series we're going to be doing just a simple gasoline carb. We'll give you some baselines to use, but you'll get one of these. And when we're talking the holes on these, they're very, very small. So you're not going to be able to take your standard drill bits. So that's why on the next thing on the list is a pin vise. So this is a pin vise. This one here, I got this at Hobby Lobby. It's nothing special really, but you can clamp your tiny drill bits in here and spin them and drill your own jets, which we'll do it on, we do it on a vise. I'll show you how I chuck this up. But the cool thing is about these, they come with these microscopic drill bits that you're gonna need. Some of these are like needles. Let's see if we can fan these out here. So you can't even see some of those barely. But that's what you need. You're gonna be dealing with very, very small drill bits that can break easily. Luckily, we're only drilling into brass. I think this guy here was $8. I'll see if I can find one on Amazon. I didn't see the exact model, but they do. I've seen other models that do come with them. Oh, just drop that drill bit. It's tiny. So when on your high-speed air bleeds, you might be getting down into those microscopic holes, or even completely plugged, which I don't suggest completely plugged, but you can do that. So the next thing, this is not your standard drill bit set. This is a numbered drill bit set. You'll see the numbers down to 60. So this is, again, very small, but the nice thing is they come in very small changes in diameter. I really use these, especially when I'm trying to figure out what I did. I'll stick this down into the high-speed air bleed, and I'll measure this. And I kind of use this as a gauge set to figure out where I was or what's my diameter. And when I drill, I always drill the one size smaller, then I'll check, because if you're drilling, sometimes they go a little bit bigger. Again, standard drill and tap, you might not have these. If you're doing just the power valve, again, the simple stage one, it comes with the drill and tap. But these are really good for doing your power valve channel restrictors if you want to make them adjustable instead of just drilling them. But again, this is critical. Grab the blank kit. You're gonna need them, trust me. They make a huge difference. Okay, the next thing I would say, standard caliper for measuring those drill bits, just to make sure you know your size of your holes. You know, whatever you want. This one's from O'Reilly's. It was like 10 bucks. Next in line, jet extensions. Your carb, if it's an HP, it's probably got these. The Demon we had in the last video didn't come with jet extensions. So you can go buy this kit here. I mean, they sell these jet extensions separately, but a lot of times they'll come with the nitrofill float with the clearance for the jet extensions already. And that way the jets kind of fit right in there. You don't have to drill the, clearance them. Sometimes you might have to clearance it anyways for your power valve if you're running one in the rear, but it's not a big deal. Those are pretty cheap. But definitely get jet extensions if you don't have them. That's required. Again, yeah, then the nitrofill float. Make sure you have the plastic floats, no brass floats. And then the next thing, you're gonna be opening this carburetor a few times. So go get yourself a stack of gaskets. I think I got this black set at O'Reilly's. It was really cheap, or you just buy them in bulk on Amazon. 15 bucks will get you a stack of them. I mean, look at these. It's not bad. Get the non-stick, don't mess with them. And even though they're non-stick, use chapstick of some form. We have some various carburetor parts, like accelerator pump stuff, and just things I've accumulated over the past. But we're not gonna really focus on the rest of it. That's all, buy it if you need it. You don't need to have everything in the sun to do this. It's not really that hard. If you don't try it without it, if you don't have it, go pick it up. It's not that critical. Things that are optional. 2 power valves. Having a power valve in the front and the rear of the carburetor can let you smooth your fuel curve out. We'll talk about that in the power valve installation video and the tuning. That's a big benefit, especially if you're going higher horsepower or E85. On the carburetor itself, you're gonna have these accelerator pumps. On gasoline engines, you're not gonna need a bigger accelerator pump unless you have a giant motor or something, and most of us, that's not gonna apply. E85 guys, you can buy the extended accelerator pumps just to get a bigger pump shot for the alcohol and E85. That's optional again. If you need it, then buy it. Don't buy it until you need it. And then the final thing I would say is vent extensions. So get yourself some tubing if you need it. And this basically just plugs into here. And we can make our vent extensions. And I'm gonna say this is a big deal. This helps you pull a lot of fuel. And if you do all your tuning without this, then you go to add it later, you're starting all over. So if you're gonna do it from the get-go, buy it, but it is optional. So that's why it's kind of the optional category. This is a lot. It's kind of expensive to do this way, but you can always try to find a buddy or maybe just some brake line or something. You don't need to have it aluminized. And finally, I would say get yourself some epoxy. On these metering blocks, these plugs were used to drill the channels that you see down through here. These can leak, and on some carburetors, these vent whistles are not loose in here like this. This is only retained by the gasket. Sometimes they pin these, and you don't want to have any leaks here. So it's very common for builders to JB weld, or they'll just find some quick 5-minute epoxy, which is easier than this, and you just basically cover these up. I'm gonna leave this one open for now. I don't really see these leaking. Maybe put a little bit of a Loctite in there. It's not a huge deal, but it is recommended. People do it. But yeah. So that's about it, guys. There's not a whole lot here. It may seem like a big list of parts that you need, but honestly, you probably have most of this in your garage already. If not, a lot of the stuff, $5–10 bucks. So, just buy what you need. Try to get it ahead of time before you do it, just so you don't have to run to the stores, because a lot of these small drill bits, they're not gonna have them at your normal store. So pick them up. All the list of all the stuff is gonna be in the description below. And of course, my Amazon links to get some of this stuff, power valves. You can pick them up through simplestage.shop and help us out. And then also, please stick around for the next video. We're gonna be talking about power valve installation. And then the 4th video, we're going over tuning and give you guys some base places to start with on your carburetor. So thanks a lot, guys. Like and subscribe. Peace.